everyone, welcome. I'm Amanda. If we have never met before, welcome. We'll get started in a forward fold today. So today's class is going to be sort of a fusion. It will be about 15 minutes at the beginning and 15 at the end. Restorative, sort of gentle style postures and a little bit more vinyasa movement in the middle. So if you have props of any form that you like to use for seated mat work, and then I highly recommend a block or some type of device that will bring the floor to you, so a box or anything like that you have with you at your house. Making sure you have those available for your practice, and then we'll get started in a seated fold. So the leg's a little wider than normal. If you have a pillow or a bolster, you can place it sort of on the thighs. You can also take one of your blocks or props and sort of let that sit up underneath, and then hands either to the bolster, the pillow, or the legs, and then you'll just fold yourself towards whatever prop you're using. And just let the eyes close. You can turn one ear down, or you can put the forehead to earth. And just start to find some heaviness. As we work through some of these earlier postures, I'll talk a little less, just letting you focus on your breath, your connection with yourself, how you feel in this pose, and just starting to build some space. So as we get a little settled here, start to really tune into that breath. Letting it fill up a little longer and deeper into the base of the belly. And even as we're softening, still starting to find a little bit of engagement in your belly center. Let the feet just fall open if they do, or maybe they fall inward, whatever their natural state is. Soften through the shoulders and the back of the heart. Again, if the eyes are open, maybe close them down. I'm starting to let that breath shift even deeper. Maybe starting to count it out to a 5-count pace if that suits you. If you have one ear down, as you feel ready, start to switch sides. So I'll be staying on the same side so you can hear me a little bit better, but make sure you have turned your head as it feels appropriate for you, so that both sides of the neck work to build space. And again, if you chose forehead down, you don't need to move. Continuing to soften and melt. Just using this space to really start to feel some length in the back of the legs. And letting that space connect up through the low back, over the back of the glutes. So lengthen the hamstrings, length up and over the glutes as they connect towards the upper body. So building space both top to bottom. Just a couple more here, breathing in and breathing out. Another inhale and an exhale. As you're ready, slowly start to come back to center with the gaze, and then roll with the chin to the chest yourself up to a tall spine. You'll let that prop slide out to the side. And then bring the right leg into center. So we'll let the arms reach up. And then we'll just open twist to the right. Come back up, reach. And open twist to the left. If that's not comfortable, you can reach up, hands to prayer, and then just roll the heart right. Center, arms lift, or they stay in prayer, and you can roll to the left. 2 more like that. Center and twist. Center and open. Come back to center. And then hands down, maybe refine that prop, and we'll fold inside the left leg. So again, you can use a block or not. You can use a pillow, a bolster. And remember, they can be on any height. Letting your body find some space here. And then if you'd like to open the chest, hold on to that prop with the left hand. Turn your left ear to it. And then just let the right arm reach up to the sky, or maybe let it wrap around the back. Using any space that suits you. And if this right hand gets a little uncomfortable behind the back, you can also tent the fingers anywhere on the right leg or on earth for that gentle twist. And 1 more here, breathe in. And breathe out. Come back to center, slide that prop off to the left side. And then just switch the legs. So we'll reach up and lengthen, and then open twist to the left. Again, nothing deep, just reaching and lifting and then spilling to the right. Again, any arm options that suit you, arms up. Maybe they come to prayer and you twist the left. Keep pulling the belly in, so engage through the core in the center. Twist to the right. Come back up to center. Find your prop. Put it on its tallest setting that works for you. And then start to fold again down to it. You can turn your ear down. And then again, you grab onto the foot or with a towel or strap, or with holding on to the edge of your bolster or your block. This left arm can reach up. It can wrap behind. It can also tent on the left leg. Just a little open twist through the side body. Breathing in. And breathing out. Drawing air slowly and fully to the base of the belly. And letting it empty. And 1 more like that. Slow breath in. And a longer breath out. And slowly unwind back to center. Slide your prop back off to the side. And then we'll find our way to a table. Shoulders over the wrists. Let the feet touch and the knees come out wide, and then set yourself back to your child's pose. Again, if you'd like to take this with a little more restoration, find that pillow, lay it under the chest, and then just sort of give it a hug, melting down. This can also be a block or an extra mat that you roll up can suffice here. So anything that works from your house that you have available. Again, you can turn one ear down or forehead to that prop or earth. Let the hips settle. Let the eyes soften and close, maybe. And then if you turn one ear down, unwind that side and turn to the other. Continuing to draw in through the belly for support, pull up from the pelvic floor, but let the neck, the shoulders, the head find heaviness along with the hips softening. One more right here where you are. Stay. As you're ready, slowly press the palms to earth to lift the chest. And again, slide that prop off to the side. Come back up to your table. And then shoulders over wrists, knees under the hips. Roll the belly up and open. And then just round it in. With that lifted space, take a breath. Hold. Come back to neutral. And then again, cross the ankles. Roll back. Hold on to the knees. Keep the chin tucked and rounded. And then relift and open, heart forward. Round it back. Hold into that cat spine. Stay. And then come on up to that heart opening cow. Stay here. Start to spill the chest forward. Plant the palms. And then roll back up to your table. Right arm high. Reach it. And thread your needle. Send it under the left shoulder and ear down. Take this left hand and let it walk out to the left as well today. If it feels better supporting you, keep it there. But we're not adding any extra twist at this point, so just keep that left hand on top of the right. Holding here. Breathing in. And breathing out. Another one just like that. Stay. The last one. Let this left hand come back. Press yourself up back to that table. Cow pose, heart up and open. Cat, rinse out. Keep your cat, cross your ankles, roll it all the way back to a seat, hands to knees, chin to chest. And then come on up. Cow, open. Send it back. Take an exhale to stay. Hold it. Inhale, come on up. And then roll forward, back to your table. Unwind, left arm circles, reach it up. And thread it under and through. So once you let that left shoulder come down along with the ear, the right hand can stay tented for support, or just let it come out so the heel of the hand rests on the left fingertips. Breathing in. And breathing out. Another inhale. And an exhale. Last one, take a full breath. Stay. As you're ready, right hand down, come back up. Find your table. Take an inhale to open. And an exhale to cow. Stay in your cow, breathe in. Have a seat, roll it back, breathe out. Stay. Up on your inhale, open the chest. And exhale, wave it back. So we'll do that a couple more times. Roll it up, breathe in. Roll it back, breathe out. One more, roll up. And wave it back. As you roll up, take an inhale. And then exhale, spill forward back to your table. Stay here, pull the belly up and in, hold. Fill up. Empty. We'll do that round one more time and we'll land on our back. So make sure you have enough room behind you. So you might need to move a little more forward to the front edge of your mat. And then cow, heart up. Exhale to cat. We'll do 2 more rolls like this first. Inhale, open, cow, broaden. Exhale to your cat. One more, take a breath, open. Round it in, stay. Cross the ankles, take a breath, sit back. And then exhale, hold on to the knees, continue to round. Inhale, open, seated cow, look up. Exhale, round it back. Breathe in to open. Breathe out to round. One more like that, roll it open. And then round it back, but keep going. Find your way onto earth. And then hold on to the knees, let the feet come side by side, and we'll add some circles. So you're holding on to either the tops of the knees or the shins, letting the knees circle, continuing to connect your breath with your movement. And you're sticking with that one direction to start. So if you started right or if you started left, you'll continue that. We'll take a couple more. And the next time you hug the knees into the chest, roll up into a little ball. And then come back down, shoulders to earth. Let them go the other way. So inhale. And exhale. You're rocking around through the hip crease. And then the next time the knees again find chest, give yourself a squeeze. Arms come out to a T, take a breath, knees to the right, twist. Peel open, look left. If you have any props in your way, just adjust them out so they're not under you if you don't want them. You can also use a block or a prop under the knees to lessen the sensation. Come up to center, breathe in. Knees to the left, twist, look right. Slow breath. Empty. One more. Stay. Come up to center, knees to chest, and then let the hands tuck behind the knees. Start to rock yourself front to back, massaging out the spine. And then as you feel ready, cross the ankles and come back up to a seat. Let the hands find the knees, sit up tall. Stay. Maybe set an intention for your practice. Start to pull up from the root, pull the belly back to the spine. Just a couple more right here. Breathe in. Breathe out. Another in breath. And an exhale. As you're ready, spill forward over the knees, back to that table. Shoulders over wrists, and then knees together this time. Let the right leg lift up, breathe in, spinal balance. Stay. We'll keep the hands on earth today, so long leg, breathe in. Send it out to the left, press down through the ball of the foot, press the heel back. Pull the left hip back and the right hip pulls forward towards the right wrist. So trying to keep the hands with even weight. So starting to really feel some sensation through this left outer side body and the inner right thigh. Also working some space into the calf, so pressing that heel back. 2 more, breathe in. Breathe out, squeeze the inner thighs together. 1 more. Empty. Lift that right leg up, hip height, breathe in. Stay. So a little different, lengthen, and then tap the right knee behind the left. Send it up, kick it back. Knee to right arm, tap. Inhale back. And then exhale, tap outside. Inhale, press. Knee to right arm, tap. Try to get it above the elbow, kick it back. And then tap it outside left. 2 more, inhale, reach. Exhale, knee to right arm. Kick back, lengthen. Exhale, tap behind left knee. Last round, inhale, lift. Exhale, knee to arm, tuck in. Inhale, lift. Exhale, send it out, but plant the foot back down. Breathe in. Breathe out. You can keep yourself here or right hand plants. And then see if you can work a little twist to the left. If that feels good, stay. If you'd like more, circle that arm up. Breathe in. Breathe out. 1 more. Close down back to your table. Roll the heart up and open, cow. Exhale to cat. Breathe in to open, cow. Breathe out to cat. 1 more to open, cow. And exhale to cat. Back to neutral with a nice flat back. Left leg lifts as the knees walk together. Squeeze through the quad, and then you'll send that leg off to the right. Press the heel down. Pull the left hip back. Equal weight in the hands. So shoulders are over the wrists. Fingers are wide. Belly scoops up and in. If you need more stability, the ball of this right foot can press to earth. Take an inhale. Stay. 1 more. Really draw through that left heel. Hold. Left leg back up, hip height. Pull the belly, flatten the spine. Left knee, left arm, tap. Kick it back. Cross the knees, squeeze together. Send it up, reach. Pull it forward, keep the neck long. Send back, kick, tap. Inhale, lift. Exhale, knee rolls in. Breathe in, lengthen. Exhale, tap it outside. 1 more, inhale to lift. Exhale, knee to arm. Send it back. And again, we land on the foot 1 more time. Pull the thighs together. Stay. You can hold here or shift the weight to the hand, clip the hip. Press into the ball of that left foot, so that's helping your stability. Press the heel. And if you'd like, stack the shoulders. Breathe in. Breathe out. Remember, these are always just options. So take the pieces that suit you. As you're ready, close back down. Unwind that leg. And then curl the toes. And lift the hips. Downward facing dog. Maybe pedaling through the heels or shaking the hips side to side. Staying nice and heavy through the back of the legs with a deep bend in the knees. Belly tucks up, rib cage pulls to the back. Biceps wrap in towards the ears. And the shoulders plug down towards the hips. Feet are hip distance. Thumbs are 5 or 6 inches side to side. Take a breath up on toes, but try not to come forward. Sink the heels down heavy. Inhale to rise. And exhale to sink. 1 more like that. Rise. And sink. Come on up to your toes. And then see if you can tiptoe yourself all the way forward. Really zip the belly up. Walk nice and slow. Try to keep the hands on earth. And then fold heavy. Fingers line up to the sides of the feet. So all 10 fingers and all 10 toes are in a nice straight line. Elbows hug in towards the shin bones or towards the calves, however you want to think of it. Head drops and the chin tucks. Hips lift, but the knees stay soft. So Uttanasana, our forward fold. Maybe let the head shake a little, letting it dangle heavy. Take a breath, then let it go. So we'll skip our halfway lift here for a few rounds. So just sweep up, come on high, reach and rise. And then wave it back down, wider through your middle. Let the arms sweep back up and reach, circle, lift, lengthen. And out wide. So we'll add a little bit to that, circle and sweep up. We'll go to the right first, so walk the feet out hip distance and then arms circle around to the right. Come back up, do that again, circle and sweep. One more circle up, sweep it around. When you get to the top, pause, and then go the other way. Knees stay bent, reaching up, breathe, sweep it around. One more active lift, circle. Come on up to the sky, and then let the hands come to the heart. Feet walk back together to touch. Take a breath, and then spill yourself down. We'll add our halfway lift here. Inhale, hands to shin bones. Press the earth away. So try not to lift the head up, but we want a neutral neck today. So chin doesn't tuck either. We're not rounding and looking at the thighs, but we're looking straight down, sort of if we let our hands hang, right where they would connect to earth. And then let the hands press off the shin bone. So there's a little space between the throat and the chin. And the back of the neck is as long as you can make it. One more here. Now the chin tucks as the chest drops to the thighs and the hands work towards the feet. Breathe in, relift halfway, Ardha Uttanasana. So half of a forward fold, squeeze the belly, fold it down, tuck in. And one more lift and lengthen halfway. Exhale, fold. Stepping the right foot back as you get there. And then we'll drop the knee. You can always find a block behind this heel. If you have two blocks, you can frame the foot, roll the chest up and open. You can also do that on fingertips. So find space that suits you, lengthen. Stay, take a breath, and empty out. So add a little bit of movement here, heart up and open. And then exhale, slide back, straightening the left leg. We'll stay here in a moment, but for right now, we'll move. Come on up. As the left knee gets over the ankle, that stops the movement in the left leg. And then the right hip sinks and the heart lifts. Pull the ribs in, and then wave it back to that half split, Ardha Hanumanasana. Inhale, roll up, heart lifts as the knee stacks, open the collarbone, lengthen. Exhale, slide to that half split, fold, head drops heavy. Two more, breathe in to open, lift and lengthen. And exhale, slide back. Last one with movement here, roll it up, big breath. Maybe look up. And then we'll find that half split to stay. Press into the ball of the left foot, pull the right hip forward and set the left hip sort of downward and back. Hands can walk under the shoulders. They can walk towards that right foot. They can come out long forward. Or again, if you're using blocks, it can be out in front. It can be sort of by the shin at any level for your height of choice. So find a spot that suits you. Two more, breathe in. Breathe out. One more. Stay. Come back up long, rebend that left knee, curl the right toes. And then let the knee lift up. Look forward, take a breath. And then as you step up, bring the right knee to the left and step it outside. So similar to where we were on all fours, we'll find a little curtsy here. So you're on the ball of this right foot, the left foot is fully connected to earth. And then start to tuck the hips, lift the chest, sit down. Breathe in. Pull both of your hips forward. So the right hip pulls around. So we're not trying to face the side corner, but we're still trying to face the short edge of our mat. And then heart lifts. without arching the back. So we want this to be nice and long. That means the belly and the rib cage tucks in and the chest lifts forward. Take a breath, hands on hips, heart, or if you'd like more, they come up to the sky. Fill out. Empty. One more. Hands to earth. Right foot next to the left. Fold. Breathe in, lift halfway. Again, find that neutral and flat spine. Pull the belly up, squeeze, and then fold down. So I'll again face you as we come up. Reach and get wide and tall. Let the feet come out. And then we'll sweep to the right. So some of us might know these as sunflowers. Come on up, big breath. Circle right and around. Inhale up. Imagine you're holding something between those arms. Come on down. Pause at the top, breathe. And then to the left, circle. Come up and reach. Circle and sweep. One more like that, reach it. Sweep it. Big breath, come up, palms touch at the top, feet together. And then either through your heart and fold or out wide. Inhale, halfway lift. And then as you exhale this time, it's the left leg that steps back. Take an inhale, and then drop that left knee. So making sure, again, that knee is not behind the hip. So if it was under the hip, we'd be sort of in like an all fours. We want to work some space into that left hip. So the leg, the knee is down, sort of well behind the hip. And then finding your blocks or any props of choice. Up on fingers, heart rolls open, and we'll stay. So remember, the block can be behind the foot, lifting the chest, your bolster, a box, anything like that can take a block's place. You can also use your thigh and just rest the hands on it. Try to pull the ribs back to the body so we're not jutting the belly out and arching the spine unnecessarily, but we're squeezing. Lift up from the left glute. Hold here. One more. Stay. So lift a little more on your breath in. And then slide back to that half split. Empty. So we'll connect it, roll up and open. Slide it back, empty. Inhale, lift the chest. Again, this right knee stops when it gets above the ankle, and then the work is the left hip and the chest. So the hip sinks as the heart rolls open. And then wave yourself back. Maybe lifting onto the heel, pulling the toes up if that feels good. Inhale to roll forward. And exhale to slide back. Two more, breathe in. Roll it up. Breathe out, hips, rock back. And one more, heart forward. And empty, send back. Again, we'll stay. So find an arm choice that suits you. Head drapes heavy. You can pull these toes up towards the face. So that is just a different stretch in the back of the leg than if you're working to press them towards earth. So your choice on what you want to focus on. So you'll feel a little more ankle work here. You'll also feel it through the back of the hamstring. If you want a little more hamstring work, though, pulling the toes up, you'll feel that sensation a little tenser. Two more, breathe in. Breathe out. One more here to stay. Empty. As you're ready, bend back into that front knee, heart forward. And then left toes root, left knee lifts. Take a breath. Step up to your fold. Halfway lift, flatten and lengthen. Empty, fold. Come on up, reach. And just a dive, arms out wide. When you get to earth, halfway up again, breathe in, Ardha Uttanasana, press off those shin bones. Hands to the mat and both feet step back, high plank. So spread the fingers wide. If you'd like to drop the knees and lift the toes, you can and just stay. If you have long legs, press the heels back, press up and away from earth. Try not to let the hips stick up. So we're pulling the front of the pelvis forward. We're stacking the shoulders above the wrists. Fingers are nice and wide. Breathe in. Breathe out. So we'll work some side plank rolls with the drop knee. Take an inhale. Right knee down. Exhale. Left arm up and open. Spin and reach. And then just the arm over your ear. And send it back up. Reach. Left hand to earth. Land on the ball of the right foot. Take a breath. Switch sides. Left knee down. Turn open. Right arm up. Breathe in. Peel and lift. Arm over your ear. Set it up, breathe in, and hand to earth. Left foot presses in, left knee lifts. You can drop the right knee again or keep the legs long this time. Squeeze the feet together, take a breath. Right hand stays as your base. Regardless of where you chose to go, left arm high. Reach up, arm spills overhead. If you have lifted legs, flex the feet. Left arm up, hand to earth, come back to center. Switch and drop the knee if you're choosing. Take a breath. Spill onto the pinky edge side of the foot. If you have long legs, right arm up. Lift the left hip into the right. Reach up, breathe. Arm overhead. Circle and lift. Hand to earth. Take a breath. Down dog, hips high. Let the feet touch. Take an inhale, right leg to the ceiling. And then stay here for just a few. So sort of what we did on earth, we'll add here. Take a breath. And then let that right foot cross behind the left, cross-legged dog. Stay for your inhale. Hold your exhale. Right leg up. See if you can keep the dog. And then tuck the knee into the chest. So not pulling forward into a plank, but keeping a lifted hip. Send that leg back up, reach up. Cross it behind the left, squeeze the thigh. Inhale, leg up, reach. Knee tucks into right armpit, pull it in, keep your dog. One more of each. Inhale, reach. Exhale to cross. Breathe in, circle up. Breathe out, knee to arm. This time, keep going. High plank, look forward. Foot between the hands, empty. So again, you can drop this left knee like we did the first round, or you can keep it up. We'll come up on fingertips, heart rolls open. And then we'll slide back and fold. You can again have a knee down or a straight leg. Roll open, breathe in. Round it back, breathe out. 2 more like that. Inhale to lift and lengthen, heart up. And again, you can do this with a block or a prop. Exhale, slide back. Roll it up, breathe in, heart forward, chest lifts. Slide back, fold. As you're ready, rebend that right knee. Plant the hands, take a breath. And then right foot back to join the left. Right knee can drop or the legs stay lifted. Breathe in. Right hand down. Left arm high. Vashisthasana, side plank. Reach up. Arm over your ear. Circle lift. And then hand to earth. Breathe in, left side. Spill onto the heels. Right arm up. Tuck the hips, but keep the ribs above each other, or the right ribs above the left. Reach. Arm over your ear. Send it high, big breath. Hand to earth. Take an inhale. And then lift the hips, down dog. Feet touch again, and the left leg lifts up. Peel it open. Stay in your 3-legged. Engage the quad. Pull the belly up and in. Take a breath. And then tight above the left back of the leg, cross, or above the right, cross the left. So thighs are gluing together. Hug the biceps in. Take an inhale. Rethread that left leg up. And then left knee towards left armpit. And send it up, reach. So mid left thigh crosses behind the right. Settle into your cross-legged dog. Inhale, thread it up, unwind, 3-legged. Exhale, knee to left arm. Inhale, reach. Exhale to cross. Set the foot down, sink the heels, lift the hips. Inhale, circle up. Exhale, tap the knee. Last one, circle and reach, press back through the palms, cross and sink. Really lift the hips and sink the heels. Feel that stretch to the hamstring. Left leg circles and lifts. Knee to tricep and then keep going. Pull forward. As you get ready to unhinge that foot, let it land lightly. And then choose to either drop that right knee again or keep it up. So heart forward, low runner's lunge. And then a variety of our either half split or a variety of pyramid. Roll up and open on fingertips, maybe heart forward. Send back, hips high. Check in with this left knee. So again, it only stacks to above the ankle or stays behind it, not past the toes. Once it gets there, the work is the back hip and the chest for that length and lift. And then press back, chest to thighs, head heavy. 2 more, open, breathe, lift. Exhale, slide back. 1 more like that, roll it open. And slide it back. And come back forward, plant the palms. And then left foot joins the right. Take a breath, pull forward. All the way to earth, chaturanga. So we'll let the arms walk off our mat a little wider. And we'll tent the fingers. So as you press the hip bones down, press the feet down, squeeze the glutes. Roll up with a big breath. And then dip your right shoulder down and look to your left. That shoulder does not need to touch earth, so wherever it gets to, big breath, squeeze, open, pull the belly back towards the spine. And then twist and ring out, going right. Inhale up, breathe. And roll. Up and open, breathe. Twist and roll. 1 more each side. Lift. Stay light on the fingers. Use the glutes in the back to lift you up. Drop and roll. Up through center, lift. Drop and roll. As you're ready, come back up. And then straight down through the middle. Hands to earth. Press into the feet. And then roll up to your cobra or your up dog. Back to your down dog and stay. Take a breath. And let the head hang heavy. Breathing in. And breathing out. Maybe pedaling out the heels. Take a couple moments here. And then we have just a little bit more time on our feet. On your next breath in, come up to toes. Put a bend in the knees, look forward. Come up to the front of your mat. Inhale to lift halfway. Exhale to fold. Come on up, reach. And then this time we'll find our second curtsy. Hands above, step the left foot back and cross it behind the right. Sit on down. Hands again to prayer. Tuck the pelvis. You're on the ball of the left foot this time, rooted in the right. Breathe in. Sit a little deeper. Breathe out. Inhale. Sink. 1 more to stay. Let the hands find earth. Lift this left leg up hip height. Stay here. If that's not comfortable with hands on earth, hands to a block, lifting the chest, warrior 3. So try not to let that toe turn open or round the back. So we want a straight left leg, big toe faces the earth, head long and forward. So just like our halfway lift, there is space between the chin and the sternum or the front of the heart. Shoulders are plugging down the back. The heel is kicking, so we don't have a wobbly leg. So it really doesn't matter. If it's not hip height, that's okay. Just make it straight. So really working to use the quad and the hamstring in tandem with their connection to the glutes, and then using the core, the belly muscles to stabilize. 1 more here. Breathe in. Let the left foot join the right. Stay with that flat back. Use your belly. And then see if you can switch to the right leg. warrior three. The hands on the block are light. If you have two blocks, you can have one under each shoulder. And again, you can use the earth if that's preferred. Check in with this right foot. So sometimes it likes to spin out, so heels straight up, toes straight down. Flat neck, hug the belly, so try not to let the back arch. A little softness in this left knee, preventing it from locking out. Two more, breathe in. Breathe out. And one more to stay. Right foot comes down, but it comes wide. Ragdoll. Let the head drop heavy, hands into opposite elbows. Letting the body sort of dangle here in space. Breathing in. And breathing out. A couple more here. You can stay here, or if you'd like to work into a different forward fold, I'll walk you through gorilla today. So instead of putting the palms down, thumbs in, the thumbs stay in, but the palms turn up. And then one hand at a time, so you don't lose your balance, you'll lift up a foot and wedge the hand. So we're not trying to stand on the fingers. We're trying to get the whole foot on the palm so the toes actually get up to the wrist crease. And then the same thing on the other hand. Palm up, thumbs face inward towards each other. Rock onto that heel, toes all the way to the wrist crease. And then before you choose to stay here, you'll pull yourself up halfway. So really lift, press the feet into the hands, pull the back of the legs up, pull up through the back of the shoulders. And then as you fold down, let the elbows roll out side to side, press the feet into the wrist crease, and then maybe wiggle the toes if that feels good. So giving yourself just a little massage through the wrists. And then as you feel complete, again, one foot unwinds and then the other. And then we'll let the hands drape over the back of the neck. All we're doing is rolling up really slowly. So chin to chest. And then when you get to the top, big open, lift the chest. And then reverse it, round chin to chest. Open, arch the back if you'd like, look up, round in. Three more like that, big breath to open, and round. Arch up, lift, belly to spine, round. Last one of movement, we'll roll all the way back down, just like we came up, open the chest, pull together, and then round. Release the hands, step the feet back to find your table. And then big toes touch, start to set the chest back to the heels, child's pose. Again, that option to find your props and start to melt into that more restorative space. Letting the head be heavy. Maybe this time you let the arms walk alongside the legs, palms up for embryo. So a variety of child's pose or balasana. So just a little bit of a different arm position. And again, if you turned one cheek, as you feel ready, go to your second side. And then letting yourself press back up, finding your way to a seat. And then soles of the feet together, knees open side to side. So you'll find your props, bolsters, and blocks. If you're using a block and a bolster, you'll put the block on the tall side. Maybe let your bolster find its tallest height. And then same thing, with your supta legs, fold into that prop. And remember, you can stack these up as much as you need to. If you walk the block a little closer to you, it'll get a little taller. You can also hold it if you don't feel like it feels very sturdy or very stable. And if you need a little less of that, again, you just walk it out away from you. Most important is that you breathe. So connecting your breath to each sink, each settle, each softening. Let the eyes close if that feels good. And then if you turned an ear again, find your second one. You may notice as you spend a little time here, you might need to adjust the height of your props. If that feels to be the case, do so. And then again, as you feel ready, you'll lift yourself up. Finding your props, set them off to the side. And then that bolster or the pillow or whatever you might be using that sort of represents a cushion of some form, put it horizontal on your mat so that it ends up sort of right underneath the shoulder blades. Knees stay bent and they'll just walk back. You can also take your block with you if you feel like you'll need support for the head. So the block can be for the head here, or the head can find earth. And then just let the arms come out, maybe up and over that bolster, feet out wide, and let the knees knock in, and then you can just let them swish. And those little swishes through the legs, they might be really small or they might be really big. So you might take it all the way over, let both hips sort of rock up and the knee that's crossing find earth. And then the next time they go to the right, if you'd prefer this leg option, go to the right and stay. If you'd prefer more of a supine twist variety, let the knees walk a little closer to the chest, let the feet touch. And then actually lift them up and let them spill over looking to your left. This right hand can hold on to the top of the left leg if you took the supine twist. If you took the knee knock twist, that hand might not find that leg. It can sit on top of the right if that feels okay. And then we'll gently come back up to center. Again, walk the feet out wide to start knees knock in, and then just let them again start to windshield wiper side to side. And then as they're ready, they again spill to the left, either as is or feet touch, knees to chest, and then let them hinge off to the left side. Left arm can go where you like, and you're going to look to the right. And then come back up to center. Slide that block out from under. You can roll off to your side or tuck the hands behind the knees to lift yourself up. Swing that prop around. And we'll work to place it under the legs. So for starters, just sort of slide it under the knees, and then you can walk yourself back, plant your feet, and then slide that block up under the hips. We'll start here with a supported bridge variety on a bolster. So you can just let the feet melt and the hips settle on that bolster. If you'd like, a figure 4 cross right up and over, cross ankle on top of left thigh, and then right knee presses away. Eyes soften again. If you took that cross, stay for another round of your breath, inhales and exhale. And then let that leg unwind as the foot roots. The left leg can come up and cross as well. And then again, you can unwind that. You can stay right here, or both legs lift up for a supported inversion. If you like to take that out to a straddle, if you prefer to move to a wall space, you can take that as well instead. If you're looking for something with fire, not going to cue it here for this practice, but remember, it's always your practice, so do what suits you as long as it's safe for your practice and safe for your body today. And that's the challenge. We have to ask ourselves not whether we can do something, whether we did it in the past, but if it feels okay in this moment, this present space. But there's a lot of things that factor how postures feel on the body daily. So it really truly is a journey. It's not something we really are set to master. Some postures work some days and some don't. Sometimes our practice has a little more fire, a little more yang. Sometimes it has a little more yin and a little more calm and cooling energy. So it just really depends on what we have going on in life at that present moment. If you'd like to stay with lifted legs, stay. If you'd like that supported dead bug, you'll just let the knees fall towards the chest. The feet stack up above the knees, but you don't need to hold on to the legs. You can just sort of let the knees start to tuck into the chest. You can also play around with sort of little straddles. And as we start to get ready for our final rest, again, wall space is a great option. I'll give you a couple different setups here. So stay where you are, but for intents and purposes, if you'd like to just stay on your back, you'll slide that prop sort of to behind the knees. So you might have to give it a little wiggle. And you can just let the legs spill over it. So there's that option. If you have props that support from like a block and bolster perspective, you can set them up so that the block is on tall side, the bolster rests to it, your hips would come to that bolster and the legs just melt up it. Again, you might have to sort of wiggle yourself there. You can come back to that supported inversion as well, hips on a bolster or a block. Traditional Shavasana, or the last option is supported fish. So the setup is the same as the bolster and the block, but instead of feet up it, you roll back to it. If you have two blocks, sometimes it's nice to take one on the horizontal and one on the vertical, and then you can set it up that way to it, and it supports the spine nicely, just like it would on supported fish with just your bolsters. And then you can let the knees roll out for Supta Baddha. You can find cross legs, or you can find long legs. So wherever you're choosing to settle in for a few more moments of silence and stillness, let yourself find that space. Let the eyes close. Let the body find heaviness over the props that are supporting it. Start to let the breath shift back to its natural pattern. Unclenching any tension in fingers, jaw. If the teeth are connected, so you can find a little space between them. Slowly starting to invite some movement back to your body. Wiggling fingers and toes. Starting to find your way onto a side of your choosing, removing any remaining props that may be supporting you. And then as you feel ready, press yourself to a seat. Let the hands come to the center of the chest. Anjali Mudra. I thank you for sharing your journey and your practice with me today. The light in my heart honors and greets the light in yours. Letting our thumbs draw up to our third eye, our eye of intuition, knowing that you truly are a blessing. Namaste. Thank you all so much for tuning in. Awesome work today. I look forward to connecting with you over videos for the next couple more weeks, and also excited to see you guys in the studio, hopefully coming up here soon in a month or so once we get the go-ahead to reopen. So still waiting for some direction on that, but hopefully it'll be sometime in May. Not so sure yet, but we'll find out. So until then, we'll connect over video. Stay safe, stay home, stay well. If you have requests, send them on over. A couple other things we have coming up here. I think we talked about it yesterday in my video as well, but I'll be doing a wall class, and also looking to do a bar class for everybody. So keep your eyes peeled for those, and have a great rest of your day. Namaste.